Hi everyone, it's Ben here. I just thought I'd share with you a really powerful insight I just had about something that came up for me recently. It's not something new by any means, but it is certainly significant for me, and it's such a pivotal realization, I think, for so many people. And that is the realization of how much of our behavior, our choices, our decisions, and the directions we take in our life are from our childhood conditioning. Now, when we're kids, we don't have a lot of say in how our life turns out because a lot of that is run by our parents. You know, what we get approval for and love for and what we don't get approval for. And herein lies a key factor of conditioning, especially environmental conditioning when it comes from our childhood. When we are kids, we will often get love and approval, significance for some behaviors that fit into this category of behaviors that are acceptable. And then we have these other behaviors that are usually the opposite to those that we don't get love, approval, significance for. Or we get the opposite. We get punished, we get blamed, we get reprimanded, we get belittled, we get shamed, we get judged. All of these things that come from this conditioning. And now this conditioning is something that can be largely unconscious, even for our parents or the people that raised us. And it may not have been their intention to have that effect on us, but it really hits home, a deep subconscious message, especially when we have years and years and years of this conditioning of our being, of what we get love and approval for and what we don't. And it really comes to a point of, I guess, frustration, maybe a point of depression, when we start going out and venturing out into the world and we now want to do things that maybe we weren't allowed to do, or we weren't given permission to do by our parents when we were younger, but now we feel this strong desire to be who we are. Yet all these limiting beliefs and behaviors and things come up for us that just stop us dead in our tracks. As soon as we go out into that vulnerable space of doing the things that we believe were forbidden or not allowed, we feel this strong inertia and this almost like the critic comes in, all these different voices of our parents perhaps that were judging us and maybe not allowing us to be that way, come in to stop us. And so recognizing that this conditioning is not necessarily ours, that it is something that we were exposed to, and the power of acknowledging that how much that affects your decision making, and keeping your awareness in that, into that direction in terms of seeing how this conditioning is affecting your decisions, the way you react in life, the choices that you make. It can be such a powerful thing, and it can awaken that sense of authenticity, of knowing that even though this way that's important to me, that my intuition says is the right way for me, even though I have all these limiting beliefs that make me feel like this I shouldn't be doing this, I know that this is the right path for me. Because the conditioning is not me. The conditioning is outside of me. It's something that I was exposed to. It's not my identity. It's only my identity when I choose to identify with it. Okay, so this is a really important thing. So I want you to ask yourself, what is your conditioning? What are your social or family conditioning, conditioned behaviors and conditioned ways of being that got you love and approval? And what are the ones that got you reprimanded or got you shamed, judged, and all those different things? And just write down and journal about that, because it can be such a powerful thing to help you recognize how this conditioning might be affecting you in a negative way in your life and stopping you and preventing you from listening and trusting your inner voice, your intuition, and that inner beauty that's waiting to be expressed to the world. So I hope that helps you. Please like and share, and I will see you in the next video.